Wrestling is fake, so is politics, by the Southern Avenger. Combining my two favorite topics of politics and pro wrestling, Frank Wooten's column in Sunday's Post and Courier noted recent appearances on WWE's Monday Night Raw by Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and John McCain. Expecting the obligatory insults, Wooten instead surprised me with a humorous, good-natured piece, writing that wrestling was a, quote, rollicking metaphor for the human condition. Of course, Wooten is right, but I have long noticed the many similarities between wrestling and politics, and dare I say that when it comes to fans of both, wrestling fans might have the intellectual edge. It's no secret that the most successful wrestlers are those with the best personalities. Hulk Hogan was actually pretty awful in the ring, something the Hulkster himself has even admitted to, but you couldn't tell that to the millions of Hulkamaniacs in the 1980s who worshiped their hero. Barack Obama is a political version of Hulk Hogan. With no track record to speak of, people become so engrossed in Obama's personality they are willing to forgive any shortcomings. Every time Obama utters the words hope or change, the Obama maniacs run wild and worship their hero without question, driving even some to the brink of tears. So what's dumber, the wrestling fan who realizes that what he is watching is pure entertainment, or the Obama fan who doesn't and will mistake style for substance all the way to the ballot box? The Republicans are no better. In the 2008 presidential primary, former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney somehow ended up being the poster boy for conservative talk radio, despite the fact that he wasn't the least bit conservative. In Massachusetts, as governor and as a senatorial candidate, Romney tried to distance himself from Ronald Reagan, told homosexual constituents he was more dedicated to gay rights than Ted Kennedy, constantly reiterated his pro-choice stance, insulted the NRA, and promised to promote gun control. As late as 2006, he supported amnesty for illegal aliens, and gave Massachusetts state-sponsored health care, an example both Obama and Clinton consistently used to promote their own universal health care proposals. To believe that Romney had somehow become a born-again conservative who should be elected president, given his dismal track record, is politically naive at best. And yet Sean Hannity, Ann Coulter, Mark Levin, and every other cookie-cutter copycat talk host fell in line behind Romney, putting their best conservative spin on the flip-flopping conman from Massachusetts. So what's dumber, wrestling fans who take their favorite wrestlers with a grain of salt, realizing their boasting is fake? Or people like Hannity who actually believe the political doublespeak of the most duplicitous politicians hook, line, and sinker? Either Hannity is a liar who enjoys fooling his audience in the same way Vince McMahon does, or he really is as dumb as he looks. Wrestling fans who might have believed that pro wrestling was real as children now enjoy it as adults, realizing it's choreographed. Some things just become glaringly obvious with the passage of time and maturity. But not for everyone. To this day, I still hear from self-described conservatives who will defend George W. Bush to the death, a man even the late William F. Buckley said was no conservative. Despite his disastrous immigration and foreign policies, the largest federal budget in American history, and 8 years of policies more liberal than Bill Clinton, Bush still remains the good guy wrestler to a legion of loyal fans who get angry when people like me point out that W has been a phony since day one. They don't care because they know Bush is gonna get them damn dirty Democrats. Like wrestling fans, such folks hunger for a classic good versus evil showdown, despite the fact that it isn't the least bit real and is of no serious consequence. Politicians and wrestlers alike become champions through sheer force of their personalities. That the WWE might give certain wrestlers a better push than others is no different than what the Republican and Democratic parties do with their favored candidates. And both charades culminate in a predetermined outcome most profitable to those in charge. Pro wrestling masquerades as reality when everyone knows it really isn't. Politics masquerades as reality, and too many people believe it is, becoming disappointed, disenchanted, and disgusted when they discover just how phony it is. At least wrestling fans get what they pay for. For more commentaries, log into SouthernAvenger.com, read my weekly column in the Charleston City paper, or listen here each Tuesday and Friday to the Southern Avenger, only on 1250 WTMA.